Hi there, it's Julia again, and today I want to share with you a tutorial that is from the movie La La Land. When I saw all of your requests dropping in for this specific song, I was super happy because it was a good excuse for me to stop doing the things I was doing and just listening to the soundtrack of this movie and make a beautiful beginner version for you guys from this song. So I really hope you enjoy my little arrangement of this song, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this, and also please comment below because I'm really happy to see your comments and to read what you think about my tutorials, and it motivates me so much to make these tutorials for you if I actually know that there are people out there that enjoy what I am posting here on the internet. So thank you so much for your comment in advance, and right now let's go to the song. Right now I will show you the fingering of this song. So this is what the song starts like. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3. So 2 and then 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So you put all your fingers on the string and off the string again, so. And right now we are doing kind of the same, but we are doing it the other way around. So first we are playing a second finger, and then we play 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then a third finger. But right now we are doing it in the opposite way. We are playing a third finger first, and then we are playing the same loop on the E string again. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then we will play a second finger on the A string. So we will start with 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3. And then we will play 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. And then we will play, after the 3, we will play the 2 again. So start with 2 and on 3. Start on 3 and on 2. And then we are starting on 2 and ending on 3 again. But now something will change. We will put the fourth finger on the E string. So we will play 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. So all together the first part goes like this. And right now we will go to the second part. So the second part starts with a small scale that starts on the first finger on the D string, and it will just go up 1, 2, 3 and open A string. And the third finger is a high third finger over here. And then we will get 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, open A string, and 2 on the D string, and 3 on the D string, again a high third finger. All second fingers are also high in this song. So in total we will get... And the second part goes like this. 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 3, and 2. And then, so all together. And then the first part is repeating itself, so like the first part of the second part of the song. So this one is repeating itself, but this time it ends on the second finger. So we will get this part. Let's call this A. So first we will get A. And then we will get B. This will be B. And right now we will get A again. Do you hear that is the same as the part we played before B? So. And then we will get C, and that will be like 2, 1, 2, but a low 2 on the D string, a high 2 on the D string, an open A string, and a second finger on the A string. So in total we will get this. A, B, A again, and then we get C. And right now we will get another part. 1, 0, 3, 4, or an open A string, but a 4 will sound more pretty. 3, 2, 1. And then we will get 2, 1, 1, but a low 1 on the E string. 3, 2, 1. And open A string or fourth finger on the D string. So we will get in total. And now we will get at the last part of the song, and will be so 2, 3, 2, 3, fourth finger. Repeating that. Repeating that once more. But then we will get 2, 1, and a low second finger. And then you can continue the song again. So it will be like. And then you can start at the beginning again. So this was all the fingering of the song, and right now I will say a few things about the bowing. I promised you to tell a little bit about the bowing, so let's do that right now. The bowing is like very legato, and we are using a lot of slurs in this song. And if you don't know what a slur is, I will put a slur in the video right now. So you can see this is what a slur looks like. And a slur, if you know a little bit about sheet music, you might have seen it before. And it means that you should bind the notes together. So I will show you. In the beginning we have a really big slur right away. So you see all the notes are on one bow stroke, so they are all bound together on one bow stroke. And this is not a slur again, so this is a normal note again. So as you see, these are 6 notes on one bow stroke. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you see right now I'm trying to count and play at the same time, and already get the problem that many of you will probably get, or maybe you you got it. And that is that maybe you don't have enough bow to play 6 notes on one bow. Because if you use too much bow for the first 3 notes, then you don't have any bow left for the last 3 notes. So a tip I want to give to you is to really try to divide the bow as good as you can and don't use too much bow in the beginning. So it would be good to divide the bow as good as you can. So what I mean with that is to play the first 3 notes in the first half of the bow and the last 3 notes in the last half of the bow. So like you can practice it like this. That were 3. And that were the other 3. And if you have a very good ear and if I converted it correctly, you might have noticed that I start the slur a little bit like louder and I end it a little bit softer. So you can try to incorporate that too if you are more advanced playing the violin already. And then you might notice that I use a little bit more bow for the beginning of the slur than for the end, because I want it to sound a little bit softer anyway. Let's go to the second part of this song. I have a little tip in the second part of the song, and that is if you arrive at this point, that you will play 2 notes slurred together, so 1, 2 slurred, and then these notes are all separate. In this way you will end again with a down bow, so you are playing the notes afterwards are like the bow is going down. And then you will get, you slur them all together. You slur all the notes and all the time the last note is like going back. And in that way, you are ending on a down bow in this part too. And there it is really beautiful to end on a down bow because I think it is one of the most intense parts of the song, and I think it sounds really beautiful to start with a down bow over there because you can make those accents much more easily. It is hard to play accents with an up bow, so and there I would advise you to play really deep into the string. Try to relax your hand as much as you can and to really like pull the string as much as you can, but without tension, but really try to make it feel really like you're sinking into the string with the bow. So really relaxing your arm and really put a lot of weight on your hand. And you can also get this like more deeper sound by pushing a little bit more into the bow with the first finger. So you can try it yourself. If you put a little bit more pressure on the first finger, you will get a much like, how could you say it, a little bit like an accented sound, and it also sounds a little bit larger. It sounds a little bit louder. So try it for yourself, like changing the pressure on the first finger, and you will also see like the bow gets closer to the string if you push really hard on the first finger. And in this way you can also make the violin sound louder, but also less loud if you put less pressure on the first finger. So that are some of the bowing tips I wanted to give you. I think this is quite a challenging song, and if you just started playing the violin, you can of course also, maybe it is a little bit hard to play 6 notes slurred together. So in that case I can also recommend you to play it first without slurs at all. And if you manage that, you will play it with slurs of 2. And that can also sound quite beautiful, like. And you can also try to like upgrade your slurs all the time. So start with no slurs, then trying to add little slurs, like with 2 notes bound together, and like making it more difficult for yourself all the time until you manage to get a lot of notes on one bow stroke. And for beginners, it is really important to make those long slurs, to really try to bow not too quickly. And if you will hear anything like, then you are bowing a little bit too slow, or you are putting too much pressure on the bow. So, and also make sure to really put the bow parallel to the bridge, because then you won't hear those kind of sounds that quickly. If you play slow and like this, you will get this kind of sound. So really try to put your bow parallel to the bridge, and then it will sound much more beautiful. Thank you for watching my lesson about the song from the movie La La Land. And if you enjoyed this lesson, please give this video a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel, because there are many more tutorials of fun songs. Another thing that I don't want to forget to mention is that I am sharing weekly inspirational and practice motivation emails from my website. Just subscribe as a member and you will freely receive those emails, and many people gave me a lot of nice reactions on them. So I would be super happy if you will join our little community that is inspiring each other to learn to play the violin. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time for the next tutorial. Goodbye, have a nice day.